Guys, so today we'll be discussing about Spiti Valley in Himachal Pradesh in the month of December 2024. What is the weather, the road condition, the routing, what kind of clothing you should be carrying, and overall how many days do you need while planning your trip to Spiti Valley in the month of December. So starting off with the weather, keep in mind that December is the peak of winter in Spiti Valley, and Spiti Valley is a cold desert. So unlike the rest of Himachal Pradesh, the winter is even more severe, with temperatures dropping to as low as even minus 30-35 degrees in winter. In the month of December, the weather will vary. Like the daytime temperature will range from anywhere between minus 5 to 5 degrees. So in the first week of December, you can expect the temperature to be anywhere between 0 to 5. Second week would be like roughly around minus 2 to 3 degrees. The third week would be anywhere between minus 3 to 2 degrees, and in the last week it can go from 0 to minus 5. So the later you plan your trip to Spiti Valley, keep in mind the daytime temperature will be anywhere between 0 to minus 5. So if you're someone who's planning a trip during Christmas and New Year's, this is what temperature you should be preparing for during the day. So if the daytime temperature is minus 5, you can imagine what the temperature in the night is going to be. So the night temperature will be anywhere between minus 15 to minus 25, depending on which time of the month you're going there. But keep in mind that the temperature is one factor. The real feel, which includes the wind and other factors, makes it at least another 5 to 7 degrees colder in December. When you're planning a trip in December, make sure that you have plenty of woolen wear. You have really good gear along with you. Your jackets just can't be the ones from Chandni Chowk or from Amazon. You need to buy good hiking winter wear. Even though you're not going to be hiking, but you need this kind of gear to just keep you warm, and it's just going to barely keep you warm. A sleeping bag is mandatory, and a sleeping bag with temperature range of between minus 10 to minus 15 is what I would personally recommend. Do not get a basic sleeping bag from the internet or from the roadside, because that's of no use. It's just carrying extra weight. Another thing, when it comes to the weather, snowfall is possible anytime in the month of December, especially in the evenings and early mornings. But in the latter half, it can be snowing throughout the day. So now when it's snowing throughout the day, the roads will end up getting blocked. So for that reason, you need to have at least a day or two buffer so you can exit from Spiti Valley without missing your return train or flight and your onward journey back home. Now when it comes to the routing, which route is open? The Manali road via Kunzumla is shut because of heavy snowfall. So the only way to access Spiti Valley in December is via Shimla and Kinnaur. So now when you're planning on going via Shimla and Kinnaur, keep in mind that you need a minimum, I would say, of 9 days from Delhi or Chandigarh to do this trip. If you can do it longer, better, because the more buffer days you have, the easier this trip becomes, so that in case you're stuck because of a road blockage because of excessive snow, you have a day or two in hand, which will come really handy. Now when it comes to what you should be packing: a sleeping bag, extra woolens, you need very good pair of shoes. Carry shoes which have anklet support so that the snow doesn't get into your feet. Over and above this, do carry a hiking pole, which can come very handy to walk on snow, so it gives you extra balance so you don't end up slipping on the snow, because when there is dry ice which is formed in the morning, and as it starts melting, it becomes really slippery. So no matter how good your body balance is, you can end up slipping, and if you fall in the wrong way, you can break your hand or end up injuring your head. So you do not want to end up in this nightmare. So carry a hiking pole along with you. Do not even consider having a bath in Spiti Valley. It's going to be impossible. Also, a very important thing to note is that the water freezes. So when you're going to the toilets in the month of December, you will be provided with a bucket of water. You cannot expect water to be coming out of the taps, because all the taps are frozen. So that's how you gotta go to the washroom even for anything. So carrying a toilet roll is mandatory. When it comes to what else do you need to be carrying, you need to be carrying your head cap. Gloves are very important, and you need to have a good pair of gloves, because again your fingers can and will end up getting numb. You need to be having a power bank. My personal recommendation is carry 2 power banks of 10,000 mAh, so you can charge them separately. Along with this, carry a torch, because even though your phone has a flashlight, you do not want to drain your phone battery in winter, because you do not know how often and how long you'll have electricity for. When it comes to accommodation, most places the accommodations are open in Spiti Valley. Try staying in a homestay, because they are much warmer than hotels. Heaters are very unlikely that you will find them in Spiti, because even if you do find them, they are of no use because electricity goes after 11 p.m. and that would result in you becoming a frozen duck. So do not even consider a heater because it's of no use in Spiti Valley. Even if they have power backup, it's not going to really help you all night. Now when it comes to what can you visit and what can you see, Chandratal Lake is not possible, but you can easily visit Hikim Comic Langza. You can definitely go to Key Monastery. You can visit Gyu. You can stay at Tabo. You can stay in Dunkar. You can also visit Chitkul and Kalpa in Kinnaur Valley. Overall, Kinnaur and Spiti Valley via Shimla is easily accessible in winter in the month of December also, but it's just that it's going to be extremely cold. When you're going there, make sure that you're going in a group. If you're going there solo, it's going to be a nightmare, because if anything happens, you fall sick and there's going to be nobody to take care of you. If you're considering going there biking and you think you're a superstar biker, it's not the month to be going there. No matter how good your biking skills are, you will not be able to ride in this weather. Just go for a vehicle, join a group. We have a trip going to Spiti from 21st to 29th of December. If you're interested, you can click on the link in the description, or you can plan your own trip based on the link in the description. That's your choice. Over and above this, the best way to travel around Spiti is by hiring a car from within Himachal. So that the reason is because the Himachali drivers know this terrain and they can navigate through the tough terrain in winter. If you're going to self-drive, it's going to be really risky. Your vehicle needs to have chains, because when it is covered in snow, it's only the chains that can help you build traction and move your vehicle around so that you can get out of where you are without causing any danger to yourself or anybody else who's along the road with you. Network in Spiti in December is very good. There's Airtel and Jio 4G all along the way. So if you have Airtel and Jio, you're pretty much sorted. Do not expect a lot of luxury, because in winter everything is pretty much closed. Whatever ration and whatever biscuits and everything that you need, carry it well in advance from Shimla or from Delhi so that you have enough provisions. Now the last tip is, do not leave Spiti without carrying a thermos, because if you're going there, you need a thermos so that you can have hot water with you along the way throughout. Carry a lip balm along with you, and make sure that you sleep on time, because if you're going to be chilling and wasting time in the night, you're going to end up with a real headache in the morning, and that's going to be a real big disaster. Over and above this, if you have any queries for Spiti Valley in December, leave a comment in the comment section, and I'll be more than happy to help you out. Till our next video, stay happy, stay blessed, stay safe.